4th of November, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Shavua, Poldos. Hello.
Hello. You hear me clearly?
Yes, can you hear me?
Good. Yeah. I tried a new thing. I don't know what it is, but certainly Zoom, whatever these things are like, put a heavy load on the internet connection. So I turned off my Wi-Fi, and hopefully this way, I think my internet should be better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name's wife doing? Mayor's wife?
I don't have any more news than that that the surgery went well. She's in some pain and she's going to be in the hospital until Sunday or Monday.
I see. Okay. Maybe I could call. I have to call. Yeah. We were up to Pasuk Chav Zayin.
Vayig Galu Hane'arim Vayihi Esav Ish Yodea Sa'id Ish Sadeh.
Right. Ish Yodea Tzayid, Ish Sadeh.
Yaakov Ish Tam Yoshev Ohalim.
Okay.
So the lads grew up. Esav became a skilled trapper and a man of the
field. That's what it says. A man, literally it's translated. A man who knew how to hunt, how to trap. Okay. Ish Sadeh, a man of the field.
And Yaakov, a man of simplicity, dwelling in tents.
Right.
So let's see. The Rashi on Yigdalu Vayehi Esav.
Okay.
Kol Zaman Shehayu Kitanim. All the time as they were little. Lo Hayu Nikarim B'maasehem. It was not apparent that in their deed, they were not apparent in their deeds.
They come as the way they were going to end up in the future. That's where each one was heading. His character was leaning.
Ein Adam Medakdek Bahem Ma Tivam. And no one could know their exact character.
Yeah.
Havan Shinaasu B'nei Shalosh Esrei Shana. Since once they became 13 years old.
Right.
Zeh Perash Levate Midrashos. This is the
No. This one.
Perash. He went.
Was separated
To the house. He separated to the houses of study.
Beis HaMidrash, to the Beis HaMedrash, to the places of learning.
La Avodah Zara, and this one separated to worshiping idols.
Right. That's very interesting. I mean, Baruch Hashem, I've had a little bit of experience with my children, but you can definitely see that the ages of puberty are crucial in the child's character. And as I'll say over here, that Be'etzem, both Esav, when he was with less than the age of 13, he also went to Cheder, and maybe even been learned in Cheder what everybody else learned. Okay, and he was a good boy. I mean, a good boy or whatever, but he was a regular boy. And Yaakov was also a regular boy, right? He also got up to pranks, and he also had this little bit of a wild streak in him. Okay, but then once they reached the age of 13, then this is where the difference became not just highlighted, became apparent, the difference, and it's strengthened, the difference strengthened itself as time went on.
I have an issue with this interpretation of Rashi.
Because
It seems to contradict what he said on Pasuk Kaf Bet, where
already from the womb there were differences.
children clashed inside her, and he says
Right.
that Yaakov would agitate to come out to the base midrash, and Esau would agitate to come out to the Avodah Zarah. So they
Right.
already distinguished themselves in the womb. How can he say that they didn't distinguish themselves until 13?
The Parsha did dwell on this. But over here, right? So I got from the Sifsei Chachomim over here. He asked that question. I think I also asked the question over here. 1 second. Just 1 second. 17 of the long way to me. Mizrachia, Shul Esav was 15 years.
What?
Okay.
What's that?
Okay. So he says, I don't really understand the teretz which is mentioned over here. The Sifsei Chachomim. He says, "Afa pi shemiyad kashiyotzu mibeten nifredu zel rishe v'zel tzidkoi." The Moshe Pirish Rashi Leil. Yeah. Im kol zeh omra abriya is kirak maase narusu. Lo nikar v'maase ma'ad shenase b'nei Yud Gimel Shana. Meaning, he seems to be saying that it was really intrinsically, they were different already from day one, but the people, there wasn't noticeable. I would venture to suggest there's something slightly different, that even though they were inherently different in character, a child is very much till the age of 13 that he has his own mind, starts developing his own mind, his own way of thinking, his own character. The child is pretty much a sum total of his parents' education. Mamela, till the age of 13, Asa didn't differ very much from the way he'd been educated by his parents. It was only later, when he grew up and he had a mind of his own, that he started to actually act in that way. So really his intrinsic character was to be wild, to be outgoing. Ish tzayid, ish soder. Okay? But for the first till he was age 13, it didn't become so apparent because his parents educated him in a way that he shouldn't be wild. He shouldn't be going out into the, he may have asked, Tati, can I go to hunting in the field? And their father said no. So he listened to his father and he didn't go. But once he was 13, he didn't ask any questions anymore. Okay, this I'm venturing to suggest. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, first of all, I want to point out over here, it's clear from the pasuk that the Torah is contrasting Esau with two characteristics and Yaakov with two opposite characteristics. Okay? So on one hand, Esau ish yodeh tzayid, whereas on the other hand, Yaakov was ish tom. And Esau was ish soder, whereas Yaakov was yoshev oholim. Okay? So says Rashi, yodeh tzayid.
A skilled trapper. Latsud ule Ramos es Aviv.
Befil.
He would entrap and deceive his father. Befiv the show Allah. With his mouth, he would ask him, Abba, Heach Ma'asrin es Hamelach the es Hateven. Father, how are salt and hay tithed? His savur aviv, his father would think, Shehu midakdek mitzvos, that he was meticulous in his observance of mitzvahs.
Which when it was not so. Okay, so that's what I wanted to point out. That's why Rashi learns ish yodeh tzayid. You would have thought maybe learned straight out. It means he was a hunter, right? He knew how to hunt. But then that would not contrast with Yaakov ish tom. So that's what Rashi's pointing out. Yaakov was ish tom, a straightforward guy, straight guy. No deception, no cunningness. Cunningness is the right word, I don't know. No cunning, no guile. Okay? Whereas the Esau was on the contrary, was contrasting that he was full of guile. He was full of cunning. So that's what Rashi said. That is what it means, ish tzayid, ish yodeh tzayid. He knew how to trap his father with his words. Okay? And then Rashi says, ish sader.
Ish sader, man of the field, kemash ma'o adam batel, v'tzodeh v'kashto hayom v'ofos.
No, chayos v'ofos.
Chayos v'ofos. So, explain it literally. A man with nothing.
Also means a person who is unemployed. Adam bottle means he doesn't he's not occupied with anything.
Can't say unemployed. He's not even 13 yet. He shouldn't be employed.
Oh, you're asking me about what's his name? You call it those laws? Slavery laws.
Child labor laws.
Huh?
Child labor laws.
Labor laws, right? Child labor laws. Okay.
So you're saying he's faulted when he was 6 years old because he didn't have a job?
No, I'm saying Adam Bottle means he was not occupied. He didn't have what to do. When he came to the age 13, he wasn't just says, I haven't got time for learning Torah anymore. It's not for me. let's go out into the field and enjoy oneself. Let's enjoy ourselves.
But that's contradicted by the next sentence. But so that the kashto chayos the ophos. He was using his bow to capture animals and birds. How can you say he was not he wasn't doing anything? He was
What was the purpose of that?
The purpose of that hunting? I have no clue. Maybe he wanted to make money. Maybe he wanted to eat. Maybe he wanted to feed his family. I don't know.
So first of all, he's 13 years old. He doesn't have a family yet. Number two, he wants to eat meat. His father has plenty of cattle and sheep or whatever.
But we know his father liked to eat from his hunting. Because his father says, go hunt, get me some food as I love.
So you see, Yitzchak was a good educationalist. In other words, he saw that Esav wasn't cut out to be a sit at home. He wanted to go out in the field, adventure, a bit of thing. And Mamela, what he was doing was, he was hunting and things. So the Maisa, Be'etzem, as far as the value of the hunting, as far as gaining meat is concerned, Esav wasn't really interested in that. He was basically interested, if I got to get a good shot, I got him, right? That's where he was interested. He wasn't really saying, well, we need meat. A sport hunter, correct. So Yitzchak wanted to utilize that. There needs to be some good coming from this sport hunting. So he said, you know what, next time you go out sport hunting, I want a nice piece of meat. You can bring something for me. So at least something will come of it. Not the animal's going to die just for nothing. And also, besides, more importantly, he wanted to be able to channel the Esav's koiches, Esav's abilities for the good. Okay, let's see the next Rashi.
Tom,
Now, so Yaakov is the two totally opposite. Yaakov ish tam.
Eno vaki v'chol ela. He was not expert in all of these things.
Basically means these kind of guile and cunning. Liboy Cain Pith. The way he felt in his heart, that's the way he spoke. He was a straight guy. Misha Einoi Chorif Leramois Koroi Tam. Okay? Somebody who's not sharp to be swindle others, to deceive others. So he's called Tam. He's a very straight guy. That's what he's using in English. It's a straight guy. He's he means what he says. Don't have to worry that, what I say to him, because maybe he's going to misinterpret it or misuse it. Yaakov was a straight guy. Esav was a cunning, deceitful guy. Okay, now the other contrast, Esav's the ish sadeh, and Yaakov he's the studious type. He's not the wild type of guy to go out hunting. So Rashi says Yoshev Oyholim. So Rashi's bothered. Why do you use the plural? Yoshev Oyhel should just say he was a tent dweller. He was like a sit-at-home guy. So Rashi says, yeah.
Ahalo shel shame, v'ahalo shel aver. The tent of shame and the tent of aver.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
why plural, because it was two tents.
Yeah.
What do I care?
Right. So maybe he went to the base of Medrash. Now we had I don't remember Fred Steppen used to be part of this shiur. Do you remember him? A number of years ago. Anyway, he used to say, says Yaakov had an intense learning program.
Very good.
Okay.
I was hoping you would say something like the tent of shame and the tent of aver were very different.
Actually not.
He
Because
learned
Rashi
there.
said right there. What?
In terms of what he learned there.
Yeah, it means why did he have to go to both places? I guess he wanted to learn from both of them. Both
Why
from-
is the Torah emphasizing that he went to both places?
Maybe they both had a different derech halimud. I don't know.
Okay,
Okay,
Right,
I have
so
to
back
stop
to
here
the
to do
story.
everything.
we're
Because
stopping
it's
at the first Chodesh.
yeah, because Erev Chodesh is Yom Kippur Cotton. Okay.
All right, have a great
Maybe we can see
davening.
again on Sunday, B'ezras Hashem.
Shabbat
Same
shalom.
time, same channel. Okay.
Sunday.
B'ezras Hashem. Kol Tuv. Be
Okay.
well. Have a good Shabbat.
Bye-bye.